Hello, everyone, and welcome to Awful Hospital. It's seriously the worst ever. Now, this is one of my favorite webcomics or favorite things of all time, really. And I noticed that it doesn't get enough love, and so I've been having a bit of a Homestuck obsession at the moment, and so I thought, why don't I go back to my roots and read my original introduction to interactive webcomics? So, here we go. You were ready to try anything, but he kept getting worse. Much worse. Sorry about my. There we go. Or was that just a nightmare? You woke up after all. At least you think you did. Awful Hospital. Seriously, the worst ever. Totally not a ripoff of way better things. So this is a comic by Jonathan Wojcik. Hope I'm saying that right. On Bogleech.com. I just think it's about time someone put a reading of it out so people might be able to listen to someone else read it if they have a problem reading things on their own. So that's where we're at. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Sponsored by ImmunoChoose, organic non-GMO vaccine alternative, 100% real human invention, maybe recommended by a doctor. All right, let's start. You have awoken in what resembles a hospital examination room. It smells like a mixture of birthday cake and sewage. Beyond the curtain, a strange metallic tapping sound is growing steadily louder. You can't remember how you got here, but you remember your son. You don't know where he is. Suggest an action. Okay, so this is something about Awful Hospital that you're not going to be able to take a heart attack. So basically, it's an interactive comic and took suggestions from the comments for. It still takes suggestions from the comments. So the comments are technically part of Awful Hospital, but the problem is that Discus erased so much, like literally like 10 years of history on Awful Hospital. It's horrifying, I know. But so that means that there's a lot of history in the comments, as we'll call them for now, that we don't have anymore. So that's unfortunate, but that's as much as I can do. So, we can move on now. Maybe we'll find out this green lady's name. Maybe not. This clown is me. Look at. All right. Something something clown painting. Oh. It's as if more than 100 different voices are chattering away in your brain as you gaze around the room, but one intrusive thought pattern drowns out all reason. That painting, that terrible painting of a clown. It is as if some artist only hastily scribbled it as some sort of placeholder or in-joke, and was ultimately too tired to do anything more interesting in its place. It is awful, and you need it. Why do you need it? You want to hold it. Why can't you get it out of your head? Talk to the clown painting. What? Lick clown painting. Why would clown painting? There are more important things. Cloud painting, clown painting. Your head, it's in your head. It's going to eat the back of your eyeball. Come on, turn that clown upside down. It's screaming. Wait a minute. What were you doing? Something about a clown painting? What clown painting? This is an enlarged, framed photograph of a bed bug? No, that is definitely a crab. Not the edible kind. Well, probably technically edible, just not the kind anybody would look at and immediately want to steam with a can of beer. This is the right way to prepare crab. Never boil them. It gets all rubbery and fishy and just awful. Awful. Okay, you're just gonna put this neatly back on the wall and. Some thingamabob. Hi, you're awake. Please refrain from reorganizing our emotionally sensitive decor. Welcome, welcome. I'll reorganize your face if you don't tell me where my son is. You're too confused, nauseous, and agitated to care what they've got you tripping out on at the moment, which probably explains both your surroundings and your sudden surge of anger. You can't think of any reason they would separate you from your child. Oh, the doohickey. I forgot that they changed his. Okay. Oh, of course. Forgive my rudeness. I'm Dr. HMFH, Chief Physician, Radiologist, Surgeon, Pathologist, Pathogen, Immunologist, Urologist, Gynecologist, Reverse Gynecologist, Taxidermist, Dentist, Forensic Entomologist, Necrobiological Reconstructionist, Herbalist, fashionist, and twin core husk intersector licensed in all chromatic material and hypothetical perception zones. I can assure you, sir, your dog is in excellent hands. Ask again where your son is. Oh dear. You better calm down there, Gramps. We don't want you blowing your book lungs all over your freshly mucused gown, do we? Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with our head transfusionator. We'll have those hearts pumping healthy yellow bile again in no time. The delusion, calling itself Dr. Phage, hastily scuttles back out of the room before you can respond again, let alone get your hands around its neck like region. You hear the clattering of its legs fading down the hall beyond the curtain. Why are you green? You're not sure why this question is stuck in your head. You appear perfectly normal, though nothing feels quite right. You feel detached from your body and nothing seems real. Alarmingly, you have been stripped of everything, even your shoes and socks, and are wearing only a cheaply made hospital gown in dire need of washing. Or burning. Examine the room, shall we? With that popsicle guy gone, you can really take in your surroundings, which proves to be a terrible idea. Everywhere you look, the exam room is distressingly filthy. There are even things moving around, translucent and indistinct. Bugs? Not quite bugs. You know what these look like, but that's impossible, isn't it? Take anything useful and something sharp. You can't shake the feeling that you may need to physically defend yourself. If you're not really in a cartoon hospital with a weird monster crawling around, you could still be in some back alley chop shop. You take a nice jagged shard of the wooden picture frame and don a clean enough pair of rubber gloves from the bottom of the box. They fit so well you can barely see them. You don't think you have time to search cabinets or drawers. You should probably get the hell out of here. So let's get the hell out of there. Does it say? No. Alright. It's like we've got 8. That's not. Okay, 9. Actually, what? Okay, hold on. I'm getting distracted, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is her room. I'm assuming that's a 6, 7. I guess that's an 8. I've just never seen anyone write an 8 like that in Roman numerals. Okay, sorry, distraction over. On the other side of the curtain is a hallway lined with several other examination rooms, all of them lit by but the one directly across from yours. To your left is an ominous metal door. Down the hall to your right, you can faintly hear activity you probably want to avoid for now. So let's duck into the darkened room. You enter the dark exam room just in time. You can already hear Phage's tapping coming back down the hall, and someone or something else. The room is extremely dirty and unkempt, even compared to your own. On the bed is an alarmingly shaped red brown stain. Little things scuttle into hiding as you look around, so you're going to assume they're probably mostly harmless. Hide under the bed and listen. Ah, stink beans. It evaporated already. What? Of course they do. They always do. Oh, fine, you can look, but don't expect to find much more than smelly residue in a half-eaten wallet like the last one. You mean the cat? It was a cat, wasn't it? Oh, well, whatever, it's probably stable for now. Just power up the unexistalizer when you get the chance in case the damn thing starts leaking onto anything important. I forgot he was British. I should know better. I should have come into this with, voices at the ready. But I did not. I forgot he was British, guys. If you didn't know that, now you do. He's a British bacteriophage. Whoosh. Land sakes, son. You literally just missed her. Little lady moves like an oiled up slurvum on Rupture's Eve. You better hurry. Party thing could be chewing on the tubes already. Hi, Bloodstain. Express gratitude and engage conversation. You kind of can't believe this is your life right now, but you thank the patch of dried blood for lying to a giant syringe while you hid under a bed. Sorry for accidentally hiding this layer back there. It didn't really mean anything. You deluge the bloodstain with questions for a while before you realize it is neither moving nor speaking anymore. Everything is dead silent. The two doctors seem to have long receded back down the hall, and maybe it's safe to do some more searching. So let's quietly leave the cupcake. You don't want to disturb your friend any further, if it is in fact capable of being more disturbed by you than the reverse, but you are stricken with an odd thought before leaving. Get well, cupcake. Oh, that's sweet. Seems to be getting him pretty well, I think. Look, see, he's smiling even. You helped the poor guy. I am very interested reading this from the perspective of someone who has already read the whole comic and is currently waiting for the updates that never come. But sorry, this just made me think of something that I hadn't thought of before. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free though, so I'll just keep that thought to myself. Off we go. Okay, back in the hall, you take a moment to reflect on what you've been through so far. You woke up mere moments ago in a strange place full of strange things. Some of them want to hurt you, but they don't even sound like they're aware of it. Other things, apparently, are on your side. It feels too real to be a delusion, but it doesn't feel like the right kind of real. You can worry about what planet you're on later, though. Some of the things here may or may not have taken your child from you and are going to do who the hell knows what in the name of some crackpot mockery of medicine. I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick. So. Sorry. Investigate the metal door. Ennersberg. Sorry. Flecked with rust, the immovable steel door has some sort of security lock on it. You can see only blackness through the bars, and the faint sounds you can hear remind you more of a sawmill or assembly line than a hospital ward. Buzzing, grinding, clinking, and wet splatters echo deep in the darkness. The hastily painted insignia appears to represent an embryo. You don't feel well. On a hunch, you try a number of combinations. What did that little thing call itself? Can't be that obvious, but he did seem a little wacky. HM Phage TE. Nothing. Dr. Phage TE. Nope. Dr. Phage. Nope. Dr. HM Phage. Zip. You probably have no hope of guessing. It could be anything, even random letters, but someone or something else here has to know it. For now, you're going to check the other exam rooms. If they put you in one, couldn't they have put your son in one too? So let's follow the slime trail. Your son was oozing. Maybe he. Oh, how aware. Are you here about my. About my. My. Hang on. Are you here about. My kidney stones, they're getting very unpleasant. So let's engage conversation. The room drips with not sticky. I can talk. Sickly smelling mucus, but the thing on the bed seems reasonably harmless and possibly even talkative. Countless questions are chattering away in your mind. I'm, uh, I'm just another patient, I think. Do you even have kidneys? Kids wants it. Never mind. So, nose, I'm looking for a little a thing. Like me, but small. Like you? No, I seen things like pots of you around. I see. Can you tell me about the staff here? Oh, they're wonderful. If you go back in your room, I'm sure the nurse will get around to you someday. Maybe she can even fix how gross your face looks. I'll keep that in mind. Is that your medicine on the counter? Is that what you need? That's gas pills. They got left here by accident. You can have them if you can find me something for all these awful kidney stones. They're everywhere. Every time I turn around, there's another one laughing at me. Laughing. Okay. I can't get any goddamn sleep with that racket. Uh, okay. So, what can you tell me about this place? Oh, sorry for my outburst. This is the hospital, of course. Yeah, but which hospital? There's two hospitals? No, forget it. But, where is this? I mean, the hospital located? Uh, where would I be if I went outside right now? Outside? Name a place that isn't the hospital. A place that's what? That's what? A place that's what? What? Sorry, can you tell me about a place that's what? Disengage. Disengage. Unfortunately, nothing you say elicits any new response from the small, slimy creature, and its incredulous shouting of, "What?" over and over may arouse suspicion from hospital staff. You hastily slip back outside. Hmm. Frowny face. Didn't help him with his kidney stone problem. You are back in the hall. You think you'll hear a number of soft, tiny giggles from the room behind you. Let's not worry about that now. Most of the other rooms remain unexplored. Your son could be in one of them. A sour odor wafts from room 2. A trail of old blood leads into room 3. A repetitive, exaggerated sighing can be heard from room 4. Something is muttering to itself in room 6. Fussy little grunts come from the room erroneously marked 8. Okay, there we go. Down the hall to your right is a fork in the path and two ineligible signs in a strange language. Could it be safe yet? 8! Check room 8! Those sounds. Little fidgety sounds, like a baby or. Ah. Itchy! They're so itchy! I can hardly take it, I tell ya! Hey, you're a doctor, right? Can't you give me a look-see before you run off again? I'm dying here! As strongly indifferent as you are to the plight of some giant eyes complaining at you in a Boston accent, you may as well humor it for a moment before you move on. A talking smear of blood quite possibly saved your life only moments ago. You can't be too quick to brush off all these things. Another chat clowns. Oh, don't be so grumpy. Let's try the room with the blood trail. You're beginning to pick up on a pattern here. Vroom, vroom. The jaw of the fractured cranium clicks and clatters out of tune with the thing's chortling. It seems to be having a grand old time of just slithering around, even though it appears to do so at a fraction of a snail's pace. You can only barely tell that it's moving at all. But it sure is excited about it. Leave for now, check the other rooms in sequence, and go from there. You attempt a few questions, but the crawling brain thing just keeps giggling and making race car noises. You don't have time for this. You get the sinking feeling you might not find anything human in the examination rooms, but you better keep searching. You decide to pop over to room 2, the smelly one. So this right here is Harmburger. And I'm allowed to make a reference to that because Hamburger as the Burger Files as a creepypasta came out before Awful Hospital did, but the Burger Files is one of a couple Noisy Tenant stories that is not Awful Hospital but is canon in so much as canon means anything here, and it we'll get to it eventually, but. For those of you who know, you'll know. It's one of my favorites, but it also there are some things in it that have tried to convince me to go vegetarian many times over. Um, but yeah, just so you know, this is what this is about. If you were ever wondering why this burger keeps showing up, that one actually I do have an explanation for. Tasties! More tasties! Is it the stomach or the vomit that's speaking to you? Whatever. The stench is overpowering, and empty pill jars litter the room. Next! You leave behind the vomit man and move on to room 4, the source of the exaggerated sighing. I imagine you to sound like Marvin from A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Is it Marvin or Martin? Hold on, guys. I'm stalling, but I think it's Marvin. Hold on, Marvin Hitchhiker's Guide. Yes, Marvin the Paranoid Android. That's the type of voice I would imagine for this man. Not man, but you. This Perceptoid. Good. Not only took an eternity this time. Still not good enough for a real nurse, I guess. Not that I blame them. Are you taking notes? I think they ought to know that I'm feeling very depressed. You are going to leave now. Next. Oh, the pain! Oh, agony! Can there be no relief from this unbelievable agony? The hovering spinal column seems like someone boredly reading off a series of cue cards. You are pretty sure this is not your son. So let's ask Spine what's its problem. So your child isn't in the exam ward, and you don't know what, if any, danger he could be in, assuming things are actually as they seem in this place, which seems to be a whole lot of weird creatures without a whole lot going right upstairs. Especially considering the only one with a head so far was nothing but a head, and it was broken. You literally have the only whole head in the exam ward. This is nonsense. Why is a spine wearing a hat? You don't want to waste any more time than is necessary, but morbid curiosity has gotten the better of you, and if these lousy things can talk, surely more than one of them is going to be helpful. Maybe. So, you are going to humor the spinal column. You doubt anything wrong with it is even going to be the obvious correct thing, but whatever. What's your problem, flying bent vertebrae? Do tell. Oh, the pain of it all. The pain of sitting on all these incredible limited time offers. Lord Almighty, will nobody relieve me from the back-breaking duty of holding on to all these once-in-a-lifetime bargains? Is there no respite, no backing out from the torment of carrying such a broad selection of brand-name quality products at blowout prices? But now, and you'll receive not one. That's not what that word says. Buy now, and you'll receive not one, not 10, but 2 complimentary gifts at almost no extra charge to you, the valued customer. These tortuously agonizing deals have to be seen to be believed. So let's ask this vine what it's selling. No, take its hat. Visit the nose again. Steal band-aids, go back and talk to the barf guy, take your clothes off, collect useless things, move furniture around. You know what? No. Since you woke up here, you've had thoughts that you didn't feel like your own, voices in your head, ridiculous nonsense ideas. Are you sick? Are you drugged? Are little green men beaming radio signals into your brain? Who cares? The last thing you have time for is to worry about a giant nose's problem or buy things out of a part of a skeleton's briefcase. Why are you even entertaining the notion of doing anything that does not involve searching for your son? You ignore the spinal column sales pitch and the other whining meat scraps, pressing on in your urgent quest to reunite with your kid and find a way out of this cheap, laughable horror show. You'll find him on your own, or you'll beat what you need to know out of that pink doorknob guy, or whatever the hell that was supposed to be. On your way down the hall, you notice a huge, leaking pile of trash bags on the floor. What a dump. What an absolute joke. You know what you should do? You should sue. Do talking bugs and guts know what that is? They vaguely know what hospitals are supposed to be. Maybe they know what a big fat lawsuit looks like. Garbage. Nurse. Hmm. Behind you. Look behind you. Huh? Hi there. Oh, the poor state of seeing like 0 to like 2 comments on all of these is making me so sad. So much history has been erased. Alright. Well, okay, this should. Whoops! Okay, I think this goes. Oh, nope, it doesn't. This thing sure has a lot of parts. Did I just drop something? Too late now. Maybe we'll find it next time. Wake up. Art! Oh, good. It's the same room again. And here you were, still hoping you might wake up in the real world any minute now. What the hell was all that? What just stabbed you in a million places at once? Why is there suddenly a weird sharp pressure deep in your chest? You feel sicker than ever. And how long have I been recording for? Around 30 minutes-ish? Alright. Well, this does seem like a good enough place to stop for now. So, thanks for joining me for the first 30 or so pages of Awful Hospital. And I really do hope that if you're interested, you do stick around. If not, it's okay. It's not for everyone. It's a horror comedy webcomic. It's got a very specific brand of humor. It's my brand of humor, but yeah. So, for now, that's all I can say. I'm going to try not to give any spoilers, as I tried to mention before, but if I do slip up every now and then, you'll have to forgive me. There have been many times where I've accidentally almost said some characters' names before their names are revealed. It's okay. We'll get there eventually. So, for now, that is it. This is Aspen signing off, and have a wonderful day.